It was a day that began like any other, until that little nuclear misunderstanding. So now, there are only 6 of us. Somehow, each of us found our way to this farm. Now all we have to do is rebuild society. Alice, you are really good with an axe.
Well, I've developed my own little technique. You see, I'm able to make use of some old emotional baggage that I still carry with me. This is for my ex-husband. And this will be for Jeremy, the poet, who plowed through my savings and then was gone, leaving only a note. You don't know what pain is until you've been dumped in iambic pentameter.
Let me try that. This is for Taylor, who bought me a convertible, then flew me to Cancun. Boy, I've been wanting to get that off my chest.
Am I crazy? Or was that a turkey?
Both.
This is wonderful. If that turkey survived, then other forms of life could have survived as well. For all we know, there could be a bustling metropolis out there.
Of turkeys?
No, of people.
Oh.
Mother Nature. Is it any wonder she's a woman? Ravaged by man, her finest creations blown to smithereens, and yet now, only a short time later, new life springs forth from her womb.
Oh, please, we're talking about a turkey. Stupidest form of life on the planet. An animal so dumb that in a storm it will actually look up and drown in the rain.
I wonder if this is some kind of an omen, seeing a turkey right before Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving? Are you sure?
I've been keeping track of time in my journal. It's only 2 weeks away.
Oh, how could we have forgotten Thanksgiving?
Man, the world blew up. Somehow the notion of Thanksgiving doesn't spring to mind.
I have a hunch Ash Wednesday will be indelibly etched.
You know, I make a killer stuffing. I got the recipe from a feminist cookbook. The secret is a little basil, pinch of sage, and then a speculum to stuff it in the bird.
Sounds like something out of a Norman Rockwell painting, doesn't it? Red-headed kid with freckles, turkey with his little drumsticks and stirrups. There's Americana.
You know what? Why don't we celebrate Thanksgiving?
Oh, that's a wonderful idea.
Hey, if we could catch that turkey, we could really do it right.
Oh, that'd be nice. Last Thanksgiving I spent on the street with my homeless buddies. Actually, it was pretty nice. I had the honor of carving the squirrel.
I must strenuously object. The idea of exterminating what may be the only other life form on this planet is totally and completely unacceptable to me.
What if you pretend it's your prom day?
This sucker dies slow.
Hey, Mark, check it out. I built a turkey trap.
Oh, I get it. The turkey eats the grain and the crate falls on him, right?
No, my friend. That's a mite simplistic for our crafty little bird. Now, you want to catch a turkey, you got to get inside his head. Think like him. Here's how it works. This pile of corn is the bait. Now, what our turkey doesn't know is that when he eats this special kernel, he will inadvertently pull the string that's tied to it. This string runs across the ground, around the house, and in the back door. And into the kitchen, where it's attached to this knob on the stove. The string pulls the knob, igniting the burner under this tea kettle. In no time, the water comes to a boil. The resultant steam causes the blades of this fan to turn, wrapping this string around its shaft, which causes this cleaver to rise up, 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 until it hits this trip switch and falls severing this cord. Whack. That releases the alarm button on this alarm clock, strategically placed near Frederick's ear. The alarm wakes Frederick up. He rises, startled, inadvertently pulling the string attached to his thumb. Which in turn releases the crate outside, trapping the turkey.
Jack, you've obviously put a lot of misguided work into this. It can't possibly succeed.
What the hell?
After you.
What's going on?
Jack has assured us of a mouth-watering feast.
This corn is stale.
Dibs on the thigh.
Everybody in the barn! I called the turkey! Ooh, so how'd you get him?
Well, I pretty much just opened the gate and he just walked right in.
Sounds complicated. I'd like to see a schematic of that if you've got the time.
The next 2 weeks flew by as we busied ourselves with Thanksgiving preparations. The prospect of our first holiday celebration filled us with hope and enthusiasm. Everyone did their part. None more than Jack, who took charge of the care and feeding of the turkey, with whom he had developed a most unusual rapport.
There. Now your coat's all clean and brushed. Say, you know what would look good there? A ducktail. No, I just kid you, because, well, you're a turkey and all.
Frederick, I haven't seen you this chipper in weeks. You must really like Thanksgiving.
It's all right, but it's not what I would call a pathologist holiday. Now, take New Year's Eve. There's a corpse-filled occasion. You know, all those fancy hors d'oeuvres. You get a cocktail weenie, a little wedge of Jarlsberg large right here. You can Heimlich till the cows come home and that baby's not moving. And the beauty is you can usually pinpoint the time of death right about midnight.
Oh, you know, when I was in high school, Thanksgiving was when we always had our big homecoming game. I was a cheerleader.
No.
Mm-hmm. Hey, do you want to see my favorite cheer?
Yeah.
Ready? Okay. Give me an S, give me an H, give me an R-U-M. What does that spell?
Shrum?
Yes! Yay! I went to Lamar Shrum High School.
Ah.
You know, last Thanksgiving, I surprised the man I was seeing at the time by showing up at his apartment with a full Thanksgiving feast. He surprised me by answering the door in his bathrobe with a stewardess on each arm. That was one of the most awkward meals I have ever sat through.
I always loved Thanksgiving. The time when my family would gather together, think of those less fortunate than ourselves, and have a good hearty laugh at their expense. Of course, there are no poor people anymore. They're all dead.
There. It's sharp. Who wants to do the honors? Curtis?
I've never killed a living thing before, but I've heard great things about it.
Hi. What are you guys up to?
About to pay your little friend a visit.
Oh, that'll be nice. I think he'll really enjoy that. You know, he hasn't said anything yet, but I think he really likes you all. Look what I made for him. It's a beak warmer. Gets cold in the barn at night.
Jack, you know today is Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah. Been looking forward to it.
And you know that we're planning a big dinner.
Yeah, saving the old appetite.
And you know what we're having for dinner.
Well, sure, it's Thanksgiving, and you always have... Hey! You can't do that to turkey.
Jack, we're sorry, but it's Thanksgiving, and he is a turkey.
But that's not right.
Jack, of course it's right. It's a dumb animal. We're hungry, and that's just the way it is.
Can I at least say goodbye to him first?
He'll be running around for a few minutes after we chop his head off. There's plenty of time for goodbyes then.
Hey! He's gone!
Let's spread out and find him. He can't have gotten far.
Found him! Oh. We're gonna need a lot more stuffing. Oh my God, did you see that?
You mean the 30-foot-tall turkey? Yeah, caught it.
You know, at 20 minutes a pound, I don't see any way we can get dinner ready before...
How could it get so big?
Jack, what have you been feeding it?
Just this grain I found in the barn.
Jack, that grain's radioactive. Get rid of it.
Right.
Not smart, Jack.
Well, at least that answers one question. It's a Tom.
Boy, what a Tom.
Girls don't look.
But we are all adults. We can look at the turkey.
I don't know what we're all getting so worked up about just because turkey's bigger. As far as I'm concerned, there's more of him to love.
Actually, Jack may have a point. Turkeys aren't known to be dangerous animals. Of course, being 3 stories tall can give anyone an attitude.
Is everybody okay?
Oh, when I was running past, I think I got hit on the head by his waddle.
That wasn't his waddle.
Oh, that's right, I forgot. He's a Tom.
This is like a Japanese sci-fi film.
Well, what's the likelihood of Mothra coming to our rescue?
Given everything that's happened up to now, I'd say 50-50. Okay, that's it. I've never let poultry intimidate me before. I don't intend to start now. I say we put a scare in them, Mr. Gobbler. Hand me that pitchfork. Open the door. Take this! Okay, close the door.
Jack, you're the closest to this turkey. What do you suggest?
I don't think he means any harm. If we just lay low, he'll wander off.
So what, we just sit here indefinitely at the whim of that thing?
Not me. Hand me that sledgehammer. Open that door. You take this! Okay, close the door.
Anyone for another apple?
Oh, are you kidding? We've been eating all day. I'm about to burst. I've never been so stuffed.
What's so funny?
Well, I was just thinking how here it is Thanksgiving, only the turkey's out there running free, and we're the ones trapped in here, eating all this food and getting fattened up.
Damn, she's right. Things have come full circle. This is exactly what we did to him. Penned him up, fed him until he couldn't eat another bite, and then just made him sit and sweat until we were ready to kill him and eat him for dinner.
You realize the odds against this? Running into a giant turkey with a keenly developed sense of irony?
What a slow, painful way to go, being pecked to death. He'll get you in the ear, in the shoulder, in the knee. It's all over the map. They're not accurate.
God, I don't want to die! 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 Well, you have your nerve.
What the hell was that?
Hey, don't talk to the lady that way.
Leave him alone. This was all your fault. You and that grain.
Didn't know that the grain was radioactive?
Oh, what was that for?
Being younger and prettier. I've wanted to do that for a long time.
Hold it, everybody! Just hold it! Don't you see? This is exactly what the turkey wants us to do.
My God, Mark's right. We're tenderizing ourselves for him.
Look, it's time to admit that we can't wait this turkey out. We must take more decisive action. Any suggestions?
Why don't you go out there and start dating him? That seems to send him heading for the hills.
No one's laying a hand on Turkey.
Jackie's waiting out there to peck us to death.
How many times do I have to tell you? He's as gentle as a 30-foot bunny. Oh, occasionally he'll go for your eyes, but it's all in fun.
Jack, it's him or us.
It's all just a big misunderstanding. Let me go out and talk to him. I'm sure I can clear it up.
Fine.
Look at that. They actually do seem to be communicating.
Oh, I don't like the turn this is taking.
I couldn't get through to him. It's like he didn't recognize me. Like the 2 weeks we spent together meant nothing.
Jack, he's a turkey.
I realize that now. Mark, Turkey must die.
How?
Jack, your plan is too dangerous. We can't let you do it.
What alternative do we have?
But Jack, the chances of your coming out of this alive are slim.
You think I don't realize that?
But we're not even sure it's gonna work.
Damn it, it's the only way. I know it's risky, but we're running out of time. Look, I've been taking long shots all my life. And frankly, I'm due. Let's go over this one more time. Step one, I go out there and get that turkey to swallow me. So far, so good. Step two, I work my way down his gullet into his digestive system. And that's where these babies wreak their havoc.
But Jack, I'm worried when you hit his stomach, you'll be digested.
That's where the antacid helmet comes in. These tablets will neutralize the stomach acid long enough for me to initiate step 4, the escape. I pull this cord and release the cow laxative. That assures me smooth sailing right down to the emergency exit. And then step 5, that's where you come in.
Right, we hose you down.
Affirmative. That could be the most important step of all. Don't disappoint me.
Jack, you sure you don't want to rethink this thing?
No. There's no other way.
You're a damn fool, Jack Connors. And the bravest son of a bitch I ever met.
Vaya con Dios, amigo.
Good luck, Jack.
Jack, we're all with you.
Godspeed, my friend.
Oh, Sark. I'm a hugger. See you. On the other side.
I can't look. Let me know what he's doing.
He's approaching the turkey. The turkey spotted him. He's opening his beak! Oh, no! Rain! It'll neutralize the antacid!
What's happening now?
I'm not sure. The turkey seems distracted. He's looking up at the rain.
Oh, my God. He's drowning.
Jack, look out! Jack, you're okay!
He made it!
Good God, he's drowning! Jack, you'll drown! Look at the ground! Ooh, a pretty rock! Where? Close call. Thanks, Mark.
And so we prepared to celebrate the first Thanksgiving of our new world.
Dig in.
You know, after being in the turkey's place, this meal isn't quite the same.
No, it's not.
There, but for the rain, go us.
Makes you think. Pass the gravy.
Jack, you of all people, how can you eat this? You loved him most of all.
Was it obvious? Yeah, I loved him. But when he was getting ready to swallow me whole, I realized that in order for one creature to eat, another creature must lay down its life. Now, I'll never take that sacrifice lightly again. I say we owe it to Turkey to enjoy this meal, but with a sense of respect and reverence.
Well said, Jack.
Where's the drumstick?
Coming right up.
The world's hottest bands, the year's #1 hits, all on one night. Rock out with Michael Jackson, U2, Guns N' Roses, and many more. When the 1992 Billboard Music Awards come to Fox live on Wednesday, December 9th.